Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. Shalom to the elect. So I'm just gonna continue on. Yesterday I was reading in the Maccabees 1. I'm gonna go ahead and just continue that lesson. And let's see, where was I? Take over from where I left off yesterday, talking about the Edomites and Maccabees. You know, when the Maccabees were during the time of the Maccabees is when the Greeks, the Edomites, were starting to they had basically started to build their empire, and they had our people selling out just like we do now, right? So wicked men among Israel, made a covenant with the heathen, basically what we read yesterday. So this is let me see. They started doing the taxes. We were going into that right when I stopped yesterday. Let's start at 31. It says, and when he had taken the spoils of the city, you know what? Let's start at 30. It says, this is talking about the Edomite, right? Dealing with our people. And spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people in Israel. All right, so when you start to, give credence to the wicked, you're going to be, it's always going to be something bad that's going to happen. All right, our people started to trust Esau, giving him credence. You know what? Let me look up that word credence. Yeah, trust, faith, belief, acceptance. So when you start to give this Edomite credence, meaning when you start to trust him, you have confidence in him, you reliance on him, you give him credibility, believability, acceptance, this is what happens. He's going to turn right around and stab you in the back. Okay? That's why you don't want to be taking his jump shot. And you definitely, you don't want to be taking his wicked invention, that which is his MOTB, his charagma. All right? You can't trust this Edomite. What does the scripture say about that? Let's get it. Oops, Ecclesiasticus, I think it's 12:10. Ecclesiasticus 12:10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. All right? Let's keep reading. We'll read number 12:11, Ecclesiasticus. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. You see that? He's going to come to you with his arm around your shoulder, telling you, hey, I got you. I'm going to take care of you. This jump shot is going to give you immunity to these killer viruses, right? He's going to tell you, hey, I got you. You're going to be able to survive with this charagma, his wicked inventions. You never want to take the wicked devices of the heathen, especially you don't want to be putting them in your damn body. You see? But again, he's going to make it to where you Israelites are so dumbed down and so reliant on the Edomite and on his wicked inventions. You're going to feel like you need those things, because you will need to function in his society. You're going to need the charagma. And if you're not in the right spirit, you're not in the right, you haven't built up your spirit, and then you're going to be, you're going to succumb to his wicked invention. You're going to, and at the end of the day, be destroyed by Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushai, when Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushai visits the earth. Okay? And that's going to be right around the same time those nuclear missiles are going to be popping off. Okay? So let's go back to Maccabees 1, and I'm at verse. So just because he's speaking peaceable words, that doesn't mean you trust him. All right, it says all was deceit. All right, we'll go to 1 and 31. It says, and when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took they captive and possessed the cattle. All right, so that's how spoils work in war, or when a country, a nation, a people are lost in battle, lost in war. The women become spoils. The women become. That's where you get that term booty, right? They call that booty. When another country conquers another country and they destroy their military, they destroy their men, they destroy they win the war, they take the women and the children. Most often the women, which that's where you get that term booty. Because what is it? They get that booty. They get that woman's booty. They take your women. This is how it was in the ancient time, and this is how really it is now. Even and spiritually, these Edomites, they've taken, they've taken the mindset of our people, including our women. So our women literally are like booty to them right now. It's a spoil. You have the so-called black, the so-called Latino woman. There are a lot of them. They want themselves an Edomite simply because of the fact that they basically they're part of this society. The Edomite has the credit. Where Jake, we're not going to be. Where it's not really comparable overall, generally speaking. You got Edomite's credit and then you got Jake credit. You see. So these women, they are our own women. They become like spoiled spiritually to these Edomites, to these heathen. You see? But of course, you got our women that they still love Jake, and you even got the heathen women that love Jake. But that's because these curses are falling on our enemies, and we're the salt of the earth. So the heathen, Jake always got women, man. But you got a lot. The point is, you got a lot of our women who are in that mindset where they want to be with an Edomite. Plus, a lot of these women don't trust Jake men. You see. But anyway, let's get back to the verse 33. Then builded they the city of David with a great and strong wall, and with mighty towers, and made it a stronghold for them. And they put therein a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein. They stored it also with armor and victuals, and when they had gathered together the spoils of Jerusalem, they laid them up there, and so they became a sore snare. A snare is a trap. For it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Israel. Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary and defiled it. And rather, they're still doing that really with it's spiritually, They're devouring our people. They devour our people with with the philosophies, with the religions, with all the different doctrines that they give Jake here in Babylon. I should say Jake takes from the Edomite and these other heathen nations. And all over the place with their belief system. Well, we're supposed to believe in only Yahawah B'Shem Yahushua. We ain't supposed to be messing with all these religions that America is what they call it, freedom of religion. You ain't supposed to have no freedom of religion. Because you get devoured. Our people are being devoured because of that thing. All right? Let's get, is Ezra 2 and that's Ezra 6 maybe? Towards the end. Okay, yeah. 2nd Ezra 6 and 57. And now, O Yahawah, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. See that? So these Edomites, they're devouring us. They're devouring our people, devouring our women with all of these different, things they offer here. Different religions. feminism, philosophies, doctrines. That basically, here in America, they allow wickedness, which that's wicked. In the kingdom, a woman is going to be she's going to be dedicated to her husband, and there's not going to be no feminism. There's not going to be no freedom of religion in the kingdom. Things are going to be in order and righteousness. So for First Maccabees 1 and verse 37, it says, "Thus they shed innocent blood every side of the sanctuary and defiled it in so much that the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled because of them, whereupon the city was made an habitation of strangers and became strange to those that were born in her, and her own children left her." See? Talking about Jerusalem, right? Our people had to flee because they were getting persecuted by these Edomites, these Greeks, right? Her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning, her Sabbaths into reproach, her honor into contempt. You see? So, yeah, that's what happened. Now you fast forward to Babylon with these Edomites still ruling over us, devouring our people, devouring our women. And we're not, our people don't keep the Sabbaths. They don't keep the Passover. They don't keep the holy days of Israel, right? Instead, they're in the pagan worship. They've adopted all the bullshit pagan holidays and including your birthday. That's what our people celebrate in captivity. But the elect, hey, we have the spirit to repent and return to our power, Yahawah, and we, in the process, we're dismissing all those traditions. All right, verse 41, actually 40. As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased. So Israel, Jerusalem used to be likened unto a beautiful woman. Tells you that in Jeremiah 6 and 2. Yeah, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Right? Zion is another word for Israel. So let's go back to that 40, verse 40. As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning. See, so our excellency is still turned to mourning, but only the ones who are mourning are the ones who are in their right mindset, who are the elect. Right? It starts out with the prophets. The prophets sighing and crying and mourning because of all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof, like I tell you in Ezekiel 9 and 4. All right? We're the only ones that hate the way things are being, the way we hate the prophets. The elect are the only ones that are vexed by the way things are operated here in Babylon, America. The rest of y'all could care less. 2/3, the heathen. You guys don't care about, not following the true power, Yahawah Bashem Yahushai, right? Verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. See, the same thing. America is doing this. They try to make it everybody one people. They say, oh, it doesn't matter what color, what race you are. You can come to America, and it's the great melting pot, and we're going to be one people. We're going to be called ourselves Americans, That's what it is. But this is actually a wicked thing. Yahawah separated the nations for a reason. See? Verse 42. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. All right, so that was the Edomites' M.O. back in the time of the Maccabees, and it's still his M.O. He wants you to leave your laws. He doesn't want you to know you're an Israelite. He doesn't want you to keep the Passovers, the Sabbaths, the holy days. He'd rather you stay in darkness, and he'd rather you celebrate your birthdays which is a heathen custom. He'd rather you celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, even Halloween, all these different holidays that he gives you. He'd rather put you in that than for you to keep the true holidays of Yahawah Bashem Yahushai, which, like I say, the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Dedication, the Passover, the Sabbath. Those are our holy days, not these heathen holy days, okay? Holidays. So that's what it is, all right? Let me read 40, where am I at? Verse 43, yeah, many of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. So see, our people are, still doing that. They've conformed to the ways of the heathen. That's why our people are still in darkness. That's why a lot of our people are going to be destroyed, because you're in this position where you're not honoring your true power. See? Let's keep reading. Where we at? 44. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. See, so here it is where the Edomite is literally, he's sending out letters, he's sending out telegram, postcards, right? Just saying, hey, this is the new rule. Just like he does now. He's constantly changing his laws, changing his rules. That's one thing, that's one big difference between Yahawah and these Edomites. Yahawah's law never changes. But the so-called white man, his law is constantly changing. He mandates new laws. He comes up with new legislation overnight, changes laws. You see, but Yahawah Bashem Yahushai stays the same, right? I change not, right? He never changes. His laws don't change. It always stays the same. But the so-called white man,